I'm ecstatic, tell you the truth. I mean, you dream of filling Redbird Arena for women's basketball, and Robin Pinkston has done just that. Kudos to her and her staff.
It's Lewis and Caldwell going up for the opening tip. The ball is in the air. The tip is controlled by Illinois State, and we are underway. The Redbirds moving to the south goal at Doug Collins Court at Redbird Arena. Amanda Clifton out top for Illinois State. Tosses it to Broadway. She's in the corner. Now Ashleen puts it on the floor. Drives to the bucket. Shot is up. It's short. Rebound is picked up by Cal. Danisha Stallworth getting the board. And here comes Cal. Clarendon goes out top. This is Stallworth. Now the three is popped.
Wow.
It is short. The ball goes out of bounds. Good effort, though, by Eliza Pierre to track that one down. Couldn't quite reach it. So both teams a quick one and out. A very quick one and out as we're not even 33 seconds in, and the Redbirds come back with the basketball.
Well, there's no question Gray Lawson pulled a quick trigger on that, and she was probably 6 feet off the three-point line when she shot that ball.
Gracie goes to Broadway. Broadway puts it on the floor. Now out top, it's Lewis. Kicks it in the corner. Here's Clifton for three. Got it! Amanda Clifton makes a statement as the Redbirds take a quick 3-0 lead. Huge shot, and how could that impact the Cal defense?
Well, they've got to come out and defend her if she's going to score like that. Good job by Amanda, because I'm sure most teams are going to back off of her.
Stallworth hits a bucket down low. Redbirds are going to have to play well in the lane. A lot of pressure on Lewis. Here's Clifton. She pulls up free throw line. Jumper's good. Amanda Clifton puts the Birds on top. 5-2. Back the other way. Here come the Golden Bears. Shot put up. It is not good. Lewis tracks the rebound. It's carried out of bounds. Who's going to get possession? It'll be California basketball.
Birds are really doing a decent job on the board so far, and that is a good sign.
Sending the ball in will be Gray Lawson. 5-2 Illinois State lead. Clifton with all 5 Redbird points. Out top, this is Caldwell. She'll get it now to Clarendon. Clarendon goes left side. Gray Lawson down to 20 on the shot clock. Gray Lawson guarded by Katie Broadway. Off the screen. Now right side. Shot is put up for three. Not good. Rebound. Bracey had it. It's tapped out. Kept alive. California throws it away. Clarendon tried the no-look pass. Unfortunately, the intended receiver, Caldwell, wasn't looking either. Ball out of bounds.
She got just what she wanted. No look.
So the Redbirds with a chance to build an early 3-point lead. Amanda Clifton, who has all 5 points thus far for Illinois State. Again, she's averaging less than 3 a game. Clifton drives in the lane again, gives it to Ashleen Bracey. Bracey on the floor, finds Broadway. 15-footer is not good. Crick had the rebound. It's taken away, though, by a strong effort by Gray Lawson. They try to pinch her. She passes out of it. This is Clarendon again. Clarendon calls for the screen. Now goes left side. Pierre on the left wing. Redbirds lead 5-2. Gray Lawson to Clarendon. Back to Pierre. Pierre in the lane. Shot is up. It is not good, and a travel is called on California. Caldwell, the freshman from L.A., gets whistled for the Susie Davis travel call, brought to you by Susie Davis Travel American Express. Visit them online at sucidavis.com.
Illinois State is really packing it in defensively, trying to force Cal into an outside shot. That is not their strength.
Broadway, 3, too strong this time, and another rebound by Clarendon. So still Clifton, the only one to score for the Redbirds. Redbirds lead 5-2. California moving to the north goal. Clarendon in the corner. She'll fire for 3. It's not good, and Nicole Lewis gets to the rebound for Illinois State.
That's a second 3 shot by Clarendon. She's a 27% shooter at the arc.
Maggie Crick on the right wing for ISU. Fights her way in. Bracey out top. Thought about the shot. Gets jammed up. Now finds Lewis. She's out top to Crick. Crick off the screen. She'll go for 3. Her shot too strong. Karem's out weak side. Tapped out. Kept alive. California with the basketball. Ball goes to the front court. It's Pierre stepping around Clifton, and a travel is called on Pierre as Amanda Clifton got in front of her and forced her to travel.
Absolutely. Good defense by Amanda Clifton that time. She is on her game tonight.
Natasha Vidal will check in now for California. Also, Emily Hanley comes in, Alexis Jenkins, and Shayla Jackson. So an early trigger on some substitutions for Illinois State.
Yeah, and Cal playing with only 9 players, and one of those 9 doesn't see a lot of time.
Alexis Jenkins, shot is in and out. Rebound, though, an offensive board for Nicole Lewis for Illinois State. Redbirds leading 5-2. Crick breaks free. Her shot, short. Neither team shooting very well here in the early going. The Birds just 2 for 7. Cal just 1 for 5. 5-2, Illinois State with the lead. 16 minutes to go in the first half. This is Vital at the free throw line. Hands it off to Gray Lawson. Now Clarendon gives down low. Shot dumped, and the shot is up and good. A nice backdoor cut by Talia Caldwell, and California stops a scoreless drought for both teams with a bucket. It's 5-4 Illinois State, 15:39 to go.
Honestly, Illinois State is getting good looks, and they're not having a lot of trouble getting their looks. They're just not finishing yet.
Lewis, ball goes, it's knocked away, but picked up alertly by Alexis Jenkins. 12 to shoot for Illinois State. Jenkins, top of the key. Now Hanley puts it on the floor. The left-handed runner is good. Birds lead 7-4. California back the other way. Clarendon working against Hanley. Now to Gray Lawson. Off the screen. Gray Lawson will give it to Vital. She pulls up. Shoots. Not good. Great block out down low by Stallworth. The putback is not good. We're going to have a foul on Alexis Jenkins. That will send, or not on Alexis Jenkins.
I think it's going to be on Emily Hanley.
You're right, and that will put Cal at the free throw line. When we come back from the officials' timeout, 14:58 to go. First half, Birds with an early lead, 7-4. Back in a moment on the WJBC Country Financial Redbird Radio Network.
It's the combination of individual strengths that defines it.
The ball with confidence, and she instructed him to pick up the target and shoot with confidence. Shoot like they've shot here all year. The other thing she's worried about is just we've got to have all 5 players blocking out on the defensive boards, because we can't let California continue to get the offensive rebounds that they're getting and be in position to score. Before the game, she said it wasn't going to be a perfect game, that it would be one play at a time, and it appears like that's going to happen.
Stallworth goes to the line for Cal. She is a 25%. That's right, 25% free throw shooter, but she hits this one and makes it a 2-point ball game. Check that. That's Stallworth. She's not. I was thinking of Caldwell.
Yeah, Caldwell's only 25. I thought she was going to the line, honestly.
Sideline reports, by the way, brought to you by Central Illinois Regional Airport. Fly nonstop to Dallas-Fort Worth on American Eagle, as this one is not good. And the rebound is a tie-up with the ball going to California. Fly nonstop to Dallas-Fort Worth on American Eagle from the Central Illinois Regional Airport. And the world is just one stop away. Maggie Crick and Amanda Clifton come into the game, as does Lewis. 7-5 Illinois State with the lead. Cal on benefit of the possession arrow to send the ball in underneath its own basket. And the fact is, Cal is dominating on the board so far, Jill.
They are, but, you know, in spite of their 3-0 boards, and this would really count as 4, that's the first basket that they've scored off of an offensive rebound. So they've tied it up 7-7, RC.
Stallworth with the bucket. Fast half brought to you by Sean Craig from First Midwest Securities, your retirement income specialist. Amanda Clifton on the left wing as we're tied at 7. Redbirds with the basketball. Maggie Crick lost the handle, gathers it back in, works in on Gray Lawson. Gives to Clifton. Clifton tries to shoot over. Now instead passes to Broadway with 7 seconds. Broadway in the lane. Gives to Lewis. She will shoot. She will miss. And the rebound picked up by Cal. Here come the Lady Bears looking for their first lead of the evening. Vital gives inside to Stallworth. Gray Lawson back down low as Cal plays a high-low game. And another travel is called on California. Stallworth whistled for the travel, a Susie Davis travel. That's the third one we've seen whistled already.
Absolutely. In fact, they have 4 turnovers already, Illinois State with none. That kind of evening out the rebounding differential at this point.
Score is all even. Ashleen Bracey on the left wing. She'll try to fight her way inside. Is covered up. Bounces it out. Now it's Broadway. Looks down low. Clifton out top. Goes to Maggie Crick. Crick pulls up. Her shot is good. Maggie Crick first bucket. Illinois State regains the lead, 9-7. Back the other way in a hurry. This is Vital. She tried to drive in. She had to pass it back out, though. Stallworth now to Clarendon, who will reset. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Birds lead by 2 early on in this one. Ball's knocked away by Clifton, picked up by Broadway. Pass up to Clifton. Clifton wheels it around, and the travel called on Nicole Lewis, who kind of stopped mid-step on that one. Too bad, as the Birds couldn't execute the fast break. That's Susie Davis travel call, brought to you by Susie Davis Travel American Express. Visit them online at suzidavis.com.
I think Nicole Lewis was ready to go to the board that time and expected a shot out of Amanda Clifton.
Clifton has 5 of Illinois State's 9 points, 13-10 to play. First half, Illinois State with a 9-7 lead. Gray Lawson on the left wing. Breaks free. Now she'll pass it. This is Lauren Greif into the game for the first time. And Greif is called for the travel. Took him a little while to get it. Actually, I think one of the officials couldn't get the whistle settled in his mouth. He was trying to call it, so that was a pretty obvious one.
It worked because Amanda Clifton was denying the pass that Greif wanted, and she couldn't pass it. Took an extra step.
So another travel call and another Cal turnover. Birds lead 9-7 with 12:48 to go. Ashleen Bracey on the right wing. She'll drive, and she travels. What are we seeing here, Jill?
Well, she was off balance, and she's trying to use her upper body to get her position instead of her feet on that one. Too bad, because she had a nice bank shot that went in.
But that's 6 travels by my count between the two teams.
And frankly, I think they've all been correct calls, so players are just not getting their footwork done. I think part of that's the contact that's going on, and they're losing their balance with it.
Low-scoring game. Illinois State with a 9-7 lead early on in this one. 12.5 to go. Stallworth out top. Gives it to Vital. Steps around Broadway. Hook shot well short. Rebound is put up, and a held ball call as Amanda Clifton gets in there with 2 hands on it. And the ball goes back to Illinois State. You've got to be impressed with Illinois State's defensive effort.
I am very impressed with what Amanda Clifton's doing so far tonight. I mean, her head is really into this game. And Illinois State is really trapping rebounders, so it's making it difficult for them to run on the defensive boards and to get putbacks on the offensive boards.
Crick out to Lewis. Gives to Bracey. Gray Lawson is right on her. The All-Pac-10 defensive team member. Down to 9 seconds to shoot for Illinois State. It's Clifton out top with 6. Clifton goes to Crick with 4. She'll put it on the floor, and the ball's taken away by California. That was Greif that got a hand in on it. So here comes Cal, looking to tie it up or perhaps take a lead. Greif on the left wing. 9-7 Illinois State with the advantage. 11:39 to go in the first half. Down to 12 seconds on the shot clock. Shot is put up. It is not good, but the rebound and another travel is called, this time on Jennifer Brandon, who is averaging a double-double off the bench in the WNIT. So 5 travel calls already on Cal. 11:29 to go. Timeout on the floor. 9-7 the Illinois State lead. Back in a moment on the WJBC Country Financial Redbird Radio Network.
The most installed car battery in America doesn't come from a department store. It's built by Interstate Battery, the name Americans.
7 travel calls, but she said we just need to be strong with the ball and know where we're going before we take off. She said when you get out of drive, you start to dribble, you ought to know where you're going. That'll prevent the travel.
Sideline reports brought to you by the Central Illinois Regional Airport. Fly nonstop to Dallas-Fort Worth on American Eagle from the Central Illinois Regional Airport, and the world is one stop away. Birds with the ball, a 9-7 lead. Clifton for 3, airballs it. Ball is saved in by Nicole Lewis to Maggie Crick. What an effort by the big girl. Shot clock did not reset, though. Down to 9 to shoot for Illinois State. Here's Shayla Jackson. Her shot no good, and another rebound by California. It is a 13-4 rebounding advantage. Shot is up, short for Cal. Fight for the board, picked up by Cal. Reverse hook shot is good, and the foul.
Illinois State has not had a rebound for over 5 minutes now.
Caldwell hit that shot, a very nice move under the bucket, as we mentioned earlier. She's just a 25% free throw shooter, but a successful effort here would give Cal its first lead of the ball game. It's tied at 9 with 10:53 to go in the first half. This is Caldwell, and her bonus shot is not good, and the rebound, Shayla Jackson for Illinois State. Tied at 9, Redbirds trying to regain the lead. Maggie Crick on the left wing, and Maggie, who's hit her lone shot from the floor, off the screen, nothing develops. She goes to Lewis. Birds trying to get the ball down low to Bracey, but it doesn't develop. Now Maggie out top, gives it back to Clifton. Down to 9 to shoot. Birds really having a tough time getting the ball inside. Here's Lewis. Goes to Shayla. Shayla drives baseline, gets hammered, and will go to the line for 2 with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Heads up play by the junior, Shayla Jackson.
That's a foul on Jennifer Brandon, a young lady who comes off the bench and is one of their leading scorers. She started part of the season, and she's ended up on the bench most of it.
Averaging 13 rebounds in the WNIT per game.
That's amazing. 13 boards.
So Shayla Jackson goes to the line for 2 shots, and the free throw is good. The Redbirds has a team among the best free throw shooting teams in the country all season long. Clifton, Crick, and Bracey get breathers now. Hanley is in, as is, Shayla was already there, and Alexis Jenkins returns. Birds lead 10-9 with 10:25 to go. Second free throw, good as well. Birds by 2. Got to be concerned about the rebounds, though, Jill.
Well, the problem is that they're just getting out-jumped, and you can't do a whole lot about that unless you can get a body on them. And, they don't even hesitate. They go to the boards as soon as the shot goes.
Greif goes out top. This is Vital. Kicks it down low to Gray Lawson. Lawson puts it up. It doesn't go, and Shayla Jackson gets the rebound for Illinois State. Birds looking to extend a 2-point lead. Alexis Jenkins drives in, has nowhere to go, finds Lewis on the right side. She'll flip it out to Emily Hanley between the circles. Jenkins, top of the key. Hanley was open briefly. Now she gets it in the corner. Birds trying to go down low. Pass is kicked out of bounds. Fortunately, by California, shot clock will not reset. It was actually dribbled off of her foot by the California player. So 12 seconds on the shot clock. Lewis comes out. Returning to the game for California is Denisha Stallworth, as Ashleen Bracey enters for Lewis for Illinois State. 9:48 to go. First half, Birds lead 11-9. Alexis Jenkins trying to get the ball in. Finally gets it out top to the safety, Bracey. Bracey goes to Katie Broadway, down to 8 to shoot. Broadway finds Ashleen with 5. Ashleen's going to take it to the hole. Scoop shot too strong. And the rebound gathered in by Cal. Jennifer Brandon picking up that loose ball. 9.5 to go in the first half. It has been a defensive first half. And this big crowd hasn't had a whole lot to cheer about despite a 2-point Redbird lead.
Yeah, right now, Illinois State 4 for 14 from the floor, and Cal 4 for 13. Nobody's lighting it up yet.
Greif goes out top. Down to 4 seconds on the shot clock for California. Here's Gray Lawson. Dumps it off wide open. Shot is good by Stallworth as the shot clock expires, and we're tied at 11. This is our third tie in the game. Illinois State has never trailed, though. Crowd trying to get into it. Tied at 11 with under 9 to go. Shayla Jackson goes to Jenkins. Jenkins guarded by Gray Lawson. Now it's Ashleen with a player in her face. Ashleen for 3. No, but a foul is called on Lauren Greif, and that's a heads-up play by Ashleen Bracey. She'll have 3 free throws coming up.
Cal keeps switching on screens. I don't think they really work very hard to get through their screens. That gives mismatches on the floor in several positions, and Bracey's been mismatched more than once, and finally she was able to use that.
Each team with just 2 fouls. 3 shots coming up for Ashleen Bracey. She's the player you want most at the line on a very good free throw shooting team. She sinks the first. A rebounding disadvantage for Illinois State, though, 15-6. Although Cal with 8 turnovers compared to 3 for Illinois State. That fast stat brought to you by Sean Craig from First Midwest Securities, your retirement income specialist. Call Sean at 820-7444. Ashleen misses the second shot. The third one coming up.
Ashleen, a 91% free throw shooter. She's usually money at the stripe.
12-11, the Illinois State lead. Each team with just 2 fouls.
That's impressive.
This free throw is good. So Ashleen hits 2 of 3, and the Redbirds regain a 2-point lead.
Credit Illinois State. They have not allowed Cal to run in transition.
Vital with the basketball. Guarded by Jenkins. Now out top, it's Greif. Greif off the screen looking for Gray Lawson. Finds her with 12 on the shot clock. Gray Lawson off the screen. And now Greif for three. It's wide right. The rebound picked up. The putback, no. Another board and a foul from behind on Ashleen Bracey is going to send Stallworth to the line. And I don't know that this rebounding story is going to change.
Well, you know, their big kids do such a nice job of getting their position early. The Birds really need to block them under, force the ball over the top of them. That's an unusual blocking position for big kids like Nicole Lewis, though.
Stallworth free throw is good, and Cal is back to within one. Amanda Clifton comes back in for Alexis Jenkins.
Stallworth has been shooting 60% from the floor. That's unbelievable.
Second free throw coming up. Birds up by a point. Not anymore. Free throw is good. And Illinois State will try to regain the lead.
We've got a press coming up here. A 2-2-1 zone press by Cal.
Ball in the backcourt. Maggie Crick gets it up the floor to Lewis. They try to pinch her against the half-court line. She passes out of it. Clifton, top of the key, goes to Ashleen. Ashleen on the floor to Maggie, out top, 13 to shoot. Tied at 13. Maggie will reset. Down to 7. Maggie looking for a screen. Now drives, free throw line runner off the mark, and the rebound picked up by Stallworth. So Cal looking for its first lead of the evening. Shot is up, shot is not good. Rebound picked up by Cal. Robin Pinkston really wanting a foul that time. I think she's got a case. Here's Vital for three. It's good, and Cal has its first lead. And Robin Pinkston will call a 30-second timeout with 7:28 to go in the first half as the Birds find themselves trailing for the first time, 16-13. This 30-second timeout brought to you by Parkway Auto Laundry. Take a 10-minute timeout and have your vehicle cleaned at Parkway Auto Laundry.
Robin is intent
to box out better and to go after the ball and grab it. That was a pretty simple, straightforward message, and Robin delivered it in a voice as loud as this building.
So the Birds trailing for the first time by 3. Cal 1 for 5 beyond the arc. They shoot just 27% beyond the arc as a team. 15 seconds to shoot. Here's Ashleen from the corner for 3. In and out, and the rebound gathered in by Cal. And the Birds continue to get some good looks, Jill. They just can't seem to make them fall.
Yeah.
Shot down low, up and good. Nice play by Stallworth. Cal has its largest lead of 5 points. And Amanda Clifton loses the basketball in the backcourt. And the layup is up and good for Gray Lawson. And now Robin Pinkston is going to call another 30-second timeout as the Birds suddenly are down by 7, 20-13 with 6:50 to go in the half. It's a 9-0 run by Cal. 30-second timeout brought to you by Parkway Auto Laundry. Take a 10-minute timeout and have your vehicle cleaned at Parkway Auto Laundry.
Out by saying this is about mental toughness, and you have to have mental toughness. And she started with Ashleen Bracey on the shot, and with the ball handling, she said, "Oh, this entire game is going to be about mental toughness, and we're going to find out right now whether we have what it takes."
Birds are shooting just 25% from the arc. Our sideline reports this evening brought to you by the Central Illinois Regional Airport. Another press put on by Cal, broken by Illinois State, and a cheap body check from Stallworth to Ashleen Bracey.
Honestly, I just don't think Stallworth was quick enough to get where she needed to be. And that reinforces what Robin's saying. The aggressor is going to win this battle, and the Birds need to stay aggressive.
So officials timeout with 6:42. Calville on a 9-0 run. Birds trail 20-13. Back in a moment on the WJBC Country Financial Redbird Radio Network.
Outside and drew up a play.
All right, let's see how it goes. Illinois State with the basketball, trailing by 7. Maggie Crick, top of the key for the Redbirds. 6.5 to go in the first half. It goes to Clifton. Clifton wheels to Broadway. Now in the corner, it's Emily Hanley. Hanley to Maggie Crick out top. Back to Hanley in the corner. Looking down low. Nothing there. Broadway out top. Puts it on the floor. Has to spin it to Ashleen with 9 on the shot clock. Ashleen goes to Clifton. Hanley with 5. She'll find Bracey. Her 3 on the run is not good. And another California board. 21 rebounds to 6 for Illinois State. This is a team that has out-rebounded opponents by 6 this year and has done far more than that here in the WNIT. Shot is not good for Cal, and the Redbirds get a board, but it caromed right to Katie Broadway. We'll take it. Birds trailing by 7. Maggie on the right wing as the Birds still try to get the ball down low. Bracy, right of the lane, guarded by Gray Lawson. It goes to Broadway. She'll fire for three. It's too strong. She airballed it, and she hurried that shot. And the Redbirds just don't look like themselves right now.
Well, they definitely are not attacking inside out, and that's just exactly what Robin asked them. So makes you wonder if they're just a little bit tight here and not really processing everything.
Shot is up by Stallworth. Not good, but another rebound for California. Gray Davis, long three, not good, and another Cal rebound.
Well, frankly, the Illinois State kids are so concerned about blocking out, they're not tracking the ball at all right now.
5 minutes to go. First half, Birds down by 7. Feels like more than that, though. Clarendon goes to Vital. She'll pull up, fire, shot, no. Tip-in is good. The tip-in by Caldwell was good, and it's a 9-point deficit, an 11-0 run now. Birds have only been out-rebounded 5 times this year. Katie Broadway in some trouble down low. Looks to pass out of it and throws it away. California on the run. Layup, no, and Maggie Crick almost lost the rebound. Broadway managed to save it for her. Birds in a long scoring drought right now. 4:21 to go. Pass down low. It's picked off by Gray Lawson. Hanley was wide open down there. I'm not sure how Gray Lawson got her hands in, but she did. Yeah,
people are floating defensively and just following the ball, and they're athletic enough that they can do that.
Out top, this is Stallworth. Stallworth goes to Vital. Down to 10. A Gray Lawson, 4-3, in and out to the rebound, picked up by Katie Broadway for Illinois State. Birds need a bucket here.
Yeah, fortunately, Gray Lawson is not hitting, and she's shooting quite a bit right now.
And the Birds almost throw it away again. Knocked out of bounds, and that will take us down to 3:46 to go and another official's timeout. Birds still on the wrong end of a run here. It's an 11-0 run. 22-13. California. Back in a moment on the WJBC Country Financial Redbird Radio Network.
For the newest thing in party...
Redbirds haven't picked up a field goal in 10 minutes. Haven't scored a point in 5 minutes. Ashleen Bracy took over the early part of that timeout huddle, reminding her teammates that of all the drills they've done, rebounding drills, blocks out drills, shell drills, we have to take an extra step back tonight. An extra step back into blocking out. If we get the block out and go after the ball aggressively, we can turn this thing around. So Lee thinks the key is rebounding.
Well, I would think she's on to something. Birds with the basketball. Here's Alexis Jenkins back into the game. Gives to Shayla Jackson. Shayla draws the double team. Has to kick it out top to Maggie Crick. Her defense is very quick. Maggie goes to Alexis. Open for three. Got it. And finally, that 10-minute drought without a field goal ends, and Illinois State is back to within 6, 22-16, and this crowd has something to cheer about. They're getting some open looks from outside, Jill. They just need to make them fall.
No question. Good turnover there for the Birds.
And this crowd coming to life. 3:12 to go.
Well, I think they've got to want to shoot, too, and I get the sense that everybody is not looking for their shot. That was a good take last time by Jenkins.
Maggie Crick goes to Lewis, past midcourt. She lost it over to Jenkins on the right wing. Alexis bounces it to Maggie. Maggie on the right side to Shayla out top, under 3 for the half. Shayla Jackson goes to Maggie Crick. She floats inside. Now Jenkins again for 3. No, and the rebound picked up, but knocked away by Shayla Jackson. Grabbed right back by Jennifer Brandon. Good effort by Shayla. Here's Cal. Shot is up. It is not good. Rebound Shayla Jackson for Illinois State. And the Redbirds with a little spark. 2:36 for the half. Birds down by 6.
Robin Pinson calling set plays from the sideline now.
Alexis Jenkins on the wing. Fakes the shot. Goes to Maggie. Maggie off the screen. Drives baseline and draws the foul. I'd like to see the Redbirds do that more often.
Honestly, they have got to start attacking the paint and make the defense make mistakes.
That is Greif's second foul. Cal only has 4. 2:22 for the half, and the Birds set the inbound the ball. Baseline left. It'll be Jenkins getting it in. Gets it into Hannah Spanich, who's into the game for the first time. Down low, the pass was knocked away, picked up by Jenkins. Jenkins to Shayla Jackson. Head fakes on the 3. Now puts it on the floor and dribbles it out of bounds.
You know, the Birds need to keep sticking with what got them here and not feel like they've got to do any more or any less.
2:08 to go. First half. Low scoring game. That's the good news. Cal hasn't tore it up either. Under 2 to go. Cal leads by 6 with the basketball. Down to 15 on the shot clock. This is Greif, guarded by Maggie Crick. Calls out the screen, and we're going to have a foul on Hannah Spanich. That is the 4th team foul for Illinois State. First for Spanich. And Greif will send it in. Gets it in to Caldwell, who finds Vital. 1:48 for the first half. Birds down by 6. It was 9. Birds' largest lead has been 3. This is Gray Lawson, guarded by Shayla. Greif now on the right side. Shot for 3 is good. Vital puts that one up, just her 16th on the year out of 74 tries, and that gets the lead back to 9.
Yeah, and Vital only a 21% shooter out there.
Here's Alexis. Thought about the 3. Instead goes to Maggie. Her 3 is not good, and the rebound is tracked by California. The Redbirds shooting balls that have been falling for them all postseason. They're just not tonight. You got to keep shooting them.
You've got to keep shooting them, and they've got to get in sync, without a doubt.
And a timeout is called by Joanne Boyle for Cal, as Cal threatening a double-digit lead with 1:02 to go. I think this is a big possession right now. 30-second time.
The man-to-man defense. Hopefully it'll force a turnover and maybe even a fast break for the Redbirds. They turn this place around a little bit.
Well, and again, that's why I say it's a big bucket. Double-digit lead versus maybe cutting it to back to 6 or 7.
That was a great call by the coaching staff for the Birds to change up their defense and go with the zone here, because you're absolutely right. You know that now, see, she just changed her call from the sideline to tell them it's a zone, which cancels her timeout.
57 seconds for the half, 12 seconds on the shot clock as Cal works against the Illinois State zone. Now down to 9. This is Vital on the left wing. Down to 6. Cal trying to get it down low. Gray Lawson with 3. She'll throw up a prayer. It's good.
Oh, man, and she had Lexi Jenkins in her face. That's the first 3 that she's hit today.
And the Birds are down 12 with 37 seconds to go. And here's a ball somehow saved and a hard foul. Boy, Shayla Jackson has given a great effort. She had to scramble to save that pass, and then she got clotheslined by Stallworth. Just the 5th foul, though, for Cal. Birds in some trouble, down 12 with 33 seconds to go in the half.
Illinois State needs a score here very badly.
Rebounds, 27 for California. Illinois State, 10. We mentioned the Birds have only been out-rebounded 5 times this year, and the largest margin was 12, and we're at 17 right now. Here's Maggie. Cross-court pass thrown away. Not sure what happened there.
Well, the pass was just a little bit too wide. Maggie beat her defense off the baseline. I thought maybe she was going to go in for the basket.
So Cal will hold for a last possession and will go to the half more than likely with a double-digit lead. 28-16, one of the lowest scoring halves. Have to check that, but that has to be among the lowest scoring halves for the Redbirds all season long. So Cal burning some time here. We're down to 11 seconds for the half. Now the offense gets going. The Birds trail by 12. Here's Gray Lawson. Shot is good. Make it a 14-point game, and the Birds won't even get a shot off. So a